The Egyptian president, meanwhile, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, will today open a highly anticipated investment conference in Sharm el-Sheikh, attended by some of the world's most important companies and biggest investors. Well, that's the blurb. Anyway, the likely focus will be on energy, with al-Sisi set to declare the country is open for business. So let's get to Hadley, who's live at the conference in Sharm el-Sheikh. Hadley, great to see you. Look, that was the blurb about the big investors, but surely many people want to know, from an investment point of view, has the political furore of the last couple of years died down enough for it to be safe to invest?
Well, that is the biggest question here, Steve. And it's interesting because we have 1,700 delegates coming today. A huge part of that number are coming from the Gulf states. Of course, they've been the biggest backers of Egypt over the last couple of years. We know they've given them as much as $20 billion just to keep the country running. But it's interesting to note that we're going to be seeing a lot of Americans here today. We're going to be seeing some Russians, some Chinese. BP's Bob Dudley just signed a deal last week for $12 billion to be in Egypt, as well as the international Coca-Cola CEO is here. He's putting money into this country. So it's a bit of a mixed bag in terms of the people who are turning out for this conference. Now, of course, they're saying we're open for business, but as you can see behind me, we're not quite open for business yet. So like most people looking to invest in this country, we ourselves are quite hopeful that we'll get underway shortly and that things will run smoothly. But of course, another big question on the table right now is the security situation. We know we've seen that security situation devolve over the last couple of weeks. We know there have been threats against several investors in this country, one of the banks, and also, of course, there have been threats to this conference itself. So it says quite a bit that the U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, King Abdullah of Jordan, as well as the leader of the Palestinians, are coming here and they're showing their support for Egypt.